Ahem. So, I'm sure that you've noticed the killing game has begun, but there's still room for a little laughter. It seems our newest students, already so filled with despair, have some hope of escape. Pooh! So, when will it begin? When will their hope begin to die? Is it time yet? Is it time? Hello guys, and welcome back to Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. In the last episode, if you don't remember, we did our first ever free time event with Sayaka. We learned a bit more about her past with Makoto, and in this episode, we're just gonna continue living our lives here at Hope's Peak Academy. Morning has come. What should I do today? So last time we decided to hang out with Sayaka, and this time I think we're gonna do the exact same, because, you know, she's one of the only people here that we kind of knew before coming to Hope's Peak Academy, so it'd be good to get to know her a bit more. She is our ultimate assistant after all, and she seemed to be having a rough time the other day, so let's go ahead and talk to her. Before going into Sayaka's FTE right now, I'd just like to mention something that happened the day before I'm recording this video. It's gonna be a while ago when I actually upload it. The announcement of the Danganronpa 2 remake, Danganronpa 2x2, which I probably should have expected this, considering it's the 15th anniversary this year, so they're probably going to make at least something new. And I think a remake is a good way to celebrate the series without trying to start up something new, because Danganronpa did end like close to a decade ago at this point. So I think remaking like one of the most popular entries in the series is a pretty smart move. I personally would have preferred if they had remade Danganronpa 1 instead, and then gone on to Danganronpa 2 and maybe even Ultra Despair Girls or V3. But still, I think it's pretty cool. Because the remake is coming out in 2026, I had two options here. Either wait until it comes out and then, you know, play through it and then eventually do a Let's Play on it, or play through the original Danganronpa 2 right after we finish this Let's Play, and then later, once Danganronpa 2x2 comes out, you know, I'll play through it on my own time and then do a Let's Play of it then. And I think that's what I'm gonna do, because we'd have to probably wait a while until the remake actually comes out. But anyways, let's talk to Sayaka some more. Oh, Makoto, you wanted me? Just kidding. Alrighty, let's give her that rose in vitro. I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. Listen, may I ask you just one question? So polite again. What's going on? And so polite again, I'd like to ask, do you have a girlfriend? What? That's like way out of nowhere. Huh? Are you embarrassed? Does that mean you do? No, I don't. A girlfriend? Not at all. Then, do you at least have a crush on someone? Just wait a second. What's going on here? Why are you asking all of these questions? I was just curious, so I thought I'd ask. Is that bad? It's not that it's bad, but it's only natural I'd be curious, right? Because we're classmates going through the same thing together. Classmates. Although that's not all there is to it. You and I are more than just classmates. More than that? We're friends. We've been friends since middle school in a way. That's true. Yeah, we're friends, of course. So, aren't you going to ask me? Huh? What? No, not what. Aren't you going to ask if I have a boyfriend or not? I mean, it's not like I don't want to know. Of course I want to know. You're really popular, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if you did. Nope, I definitely don't. The truth is, I'm way too busy for things like that. Then, do you have a crush on someone? I wonder. Let's just say there's someone I'm interested in. Sayaka stared straight into my eyes. I could swear her cheeks were tinged with red. Wait, me? But I need to put those feelings aside for now. Getting out of here is all that matters. Yeah, you're right. So let's get out of here together, Makoto. No matter what. Please don't turn your back on me, okay? Of course. I would never turn my back on you. I want you to know something, Makoto. I want you to know that I mean it. I can't fake my feelings. I'm really glad you're here. When she smiled at me like that, I could feel my entire body filling with power. It was like her smile was a source of pure energy. My friendship with her is my one source of courage. My bond with her makes me stronger. so I have to do my best in here, for myself and for Sayaka. I'm so happy you're going to do your best for me. What? You heard me? Kidding, I just have really good intuition. But is that really what you were thinking? Well, anyway, let's just help each other out and get out of here, no matter what it takes. I'm gonna do my best for sure. Yeah, you're right. We need to work together and do our best. I'm gonna do my best. I carved those words into the walls of my soul. After vowing to Sayaka to give it my all, I went back to my room. So interestingly enough, if I can actually pause the game here real quick, if we go to the report card, you'll see that right next to Sayaka's name is a star. That is an indicator that we have completed all of our free time events, which is insane because we've only done 2 events so far. But that's the thing with Danganronpa 1, is that for some reason all of the, some of the characters have so many FTEs, just so much stuff expanding on them, and some of the characters, even some of the ones that you really want to know more about, don't have as many FTEs. In Danganronpa 2 and Danganronpa V3, they fixed this by giving all of the characters 5 FTEs each. If Danganronpa 1 ever did get a remake, like a Danganronpa 1x1 or something like that, I would absolutely want one of the changes to the game to be give all of the characters 5 FTEs. That actually makes me curious about the upcoming Danganronpa 2x2 because the whole thing about that game, other than it just being a remake of Danganronpa 2, is it has an entirely new separate story that branches off from the original. And it makes me curious, are there going to be all new FTEs for that route, or is it going to be all the same FTEs, or I have no idea what it's going to be like. Anyways, enough about remakes of future games. Let's actually get back to the game we're currently playing. Since we finished up Sayaka's thing, now I want to quickly talk about whose FTEs I'm going to be doing and why. Now, this is actually something that I thought about a lot while preparing for this Let's Play. I was like, let's see, I don't know whose FTEs I'm going to be doing. And at first I was like, oh, I'll do the FTEs of all the people who survived this game. But if any of you at home caught on to that, then you could easily notice that pattern, and that could in a way spoil who lives and who dies. So then I was like, oh, then I'll just I'll just do the ones that I think are the most plot important, or something that really adds something to the main plot. But when I tried to do that, I couldn't really decide on what I thought counted as important to the plot. Some of it is just side stuff, some of it I think does add a good bit of stuff to the main story, but overall I just couldn't choose. Then I was like, okay, maybe I'll just pick it at random. I'll just have a random number generator, just pick a random number from 1 to 15, and whoever it lands on, that's who I would do the FTEs of. But then I decided to scrap that, and I just decided to go with the simplest option, what I should have thought of in the first place. I'm just gonna choose my favorite characters and do their FTEs, and just not worry about the characters that I don't like as much. So that way I'm having fun, I'm showing off, the FTEs of some of my favorite characters, and at some point in the series I will show off some of the other FTEs of some of the characters that I'm not too big a fan of. So now the question is, who are we going to hang out with next? And it's a bit of a tough pick because there are a lot of likable characters in this game, but I think the next person that I want to hang out with is Chihiro Fujisaki. So let's go ahead and hang out with her for a little bit. So unfortunately in our list of presents we don't have anything that Chihiro loves, but we do have a couple of the things she likes, like the flotation donut for example. So I'll just go ahead and give that to her, and then hopefully that'll be good enough. Hey Chihiro.
Oh, hi Makoto. What's going on?
Yeah, let's hang out with Chihiro.
Would you like to go somewhere and hang out? I mean, if you don't mind?
I'm just trying to give Chihiro the gentlest, sweetest voice I possibly can. Yeah, so here you go, Chihiro, flotation donut.
Thank you, Makoto. This is the first time I've ever gotten something like this.
I get the impression that she liked it. That's good.
No.
What's going on, Chihiro?
It hurts.
Huh? Did you get hurt, Chihiro?
Oh, well, not really. I got bit by a mosquito last night.
A mosquito? Oh, I figured something serious had happened since you were saying how it hurt.
Oh, did I give you the wrong impression? Sorry.
You don't have to apologize, it was my own fault. But you said it hurts? Did it really bite you that hard?
Yeah, see? Look.
She held out her arm. The huge red bump stood out clearly against her pale skin. Holy cow!
It's way past itchy now. It really hurts.
But why is it so big? Did it bite you while you were sleeping or something?
Oh no, I was awake.
But you didn't notice?
No, I noticed, but...
But what?
Well, I felt it bite me and I looked down at it, but I didn't do anything. I just sat there and watched it suck my blood.
You just watched? Why didn't you smack it?
'Cause that would have killed it, right?
Well, yeah, but...
It must have been really hungry to suck that much blood. If it was that hungry, it would have been really sad not to let it have anything.
But it's just a mosquito.
Mosquitoes are living things too. It might have its own mosquito family. Sorry, I know that's dumb.
No, you really don't have to apologize, but don't go scratching it, okay? That'll just make things worse.
But what if it gets so itchy I can't take it?
Well, in that case, just take the tip of your fingernail and push it into the bump. That'll help.
Wow, I had no idea. You're so smart, Makoto.
As she said that, she smiled like a tiny, cute little animal. I wonder if she does that on purpose. If so, that's a whole other level of scary.
But anyway, don't you think it's kind of strange?
Huh? What is?
Well, this school is completely sealed off, right? So how'd a mosquito get in? Maybe there's somewhere here in the school where bugs can live and grow. Some kind of naturey spot.
A naturey spot in the school? Well, I can't say I forgot to read that sentence. Hold on. Nature spot in the school, I can't say... Well, I can't say for sure that there's not.
Or maybe there's a secret passage somewhere that leads out of the school.
What are you, a seal? A secret passage? Well, even if there's not, I'm sure we'll get out of here somehow. As long as we all work together, I'm sure we'll be able to get out of here in no time.
You're right, working together is super important. Of course, I don't know how it can be useful. I'll probably just weigh you all down.
That's not true. It makes me feel way better knowing you're here to help.
It does? Really?
Yep, so let's all do our best, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Makoto.
I do sometimes, like... Sometimes when I crush bugs and stuff like that, my brain also does the thing where I'm like, what if this, like, bug has its own family and stuff like that? Then I have to realize, like, no, you shouldn't worry about it that much. If there's a bug that's, like, I don't know, trying to get on your food or something like that, you can just squash it, it's fine. Sweet dreams. It's kind of funny how he says don't let the bed bugs bite right after we were talking to Chihiro about having a bug bite her. The third day here has already come to an end. When are we gonna get out of here? I laid on my bed and stared blankly at the ceiling, and before I knew it, I'd fallen into an uneasy sleep. Danganronpa.